Hi everyone, how are you? I hope you are doing good in this pandemic. So, in today's video, we will learn what exactly the backend workflow, what is its use case, why we use it, and everything. Okay, let's start. So, backend workflow is a you can say some set of task you put, but that is happening in the backend. That is not happening in the front end. What exactly the front end and what exactly the back end. Let me just iterate you. Front end is anything when you interact with the when user interact with the your UI basically. So for example, you create an e-commerce app. So there is a browsing section. So user is searching for something and browsing, then you popping up the result. This is the front end. But for example, you have already integrated the subscription, and at the end of the month, either user opened it to your website or not, user browsing your website or not, nothing doesn't matter that if you have already put a subscription and you have integrated the backend workflow. So that subscription will be happen, payment will deducted, and whatever the task you have written in the backend workflow, that will be generated and that will be output basically. So that's why this is called backend workflow. So where exactly it is, and when you click over the top left section, and there is at the bottom of this backend workflow. But in some of the application it will not show. For that, go to the setting section, and there is a one. There is a checkbox is there. You have to enable it. I'm just looking for the that check. Yeah, enable workflow API and backend workflow. Just enable it if it is not enabled in your project. So once you enable, it will start showing here. So this is the backend workflow. So what exact? So how to use it and how to, for example, we are taking any use case or something. And before going forward, let me tell you, this is completely different from the background services. So there is one more concept, background services. This is completely different from that, and it is much similar to the webhooks basically that we use to based on the PubSub, basically use a webhook to get a data at particular scenarios. So we are taking an example of the subscription basically. For example, you have set up the subscription, and at the end of the each month, it will money will deducted from user's account, and you need to send up one email, basically one email to the user. Okay, we have deducted your money. Okay, so just click over this and click on the new API event. Give any name, for example, payment subs. And for detail, you can how exactly that works. You can also check out my video related to Razorpay subscription basically. So you get a complete picture. So how exactly that work basically. Expose as a public, yes, click over this. And so if you have any authentication, then it is good. But if there is no authentication, then better to put that this endpoint can be run without authentication. You can even read the references, what exactly it means. Okay, yeah, click on the manual detection thing, detect. So at the very first time you have to give this URL to the source webhook. So basically, for example, if you are using a Stripe, so there will be a section where you have to put the URL, and once event will be triggered, Stripe will send data to this URL. So for the very first, when you are detecting the data, you just need to copy this URL and send it, and then there is a proper, then there is a action you can perform based on this, based on the result of this API basically. Nothing more than API. This is basically we are doing for the API, and once you detected the data, just remove that initialize slash initializing from the URL, and it will work like jar. So hope you are able to understand uh, what exactly. Just wait 1 second. Yeah. So hope you are able to understand what is the backend workflow. Workflow that is happening in the backend based on some event to occurs basically. It doesn't matter the website is open or not. Depend upon use case, can be a use case something like you can even use for the I'm not sure how the scalability is, but we can even use for the chatting purposes. For example, two person are chatting and one is offline, so even you can use the backend workflow to like handle this. But I'm not sure the because this is something it is late with the like sometimes it got late. You get a backend work like trigger from that webhook 5 to 6 minutes late. So in that case, it will ruin the chat experience. So that's it. Yeah. Hopefully you are able to understand it. And if you have any question, any sort of question you are looking, just comment it out. Or if it is not clear to you and you want me to create another video or something, just comment it out and happy to help you. Thank you guys.